Have I got some news for you, mon ami? Today has been a whirlwind. You won't believe it, but I've started setting up a home recording studio. Yeah, you heard it right, making my very own studio. Sounds crazy, I know. It's a little corner in my apartment which is soon going to be my personal haven for creating melodies and rhythms that speak both French and Korean. Speaking of Korean, I've been toying with an idea for quite some time now, and today it just seemed like the perfect day to put it into action. Can you guess? Just imagine a bilingual album, a blend of French romanticism and Korea's vibrant pop culture. Interesting, isn't it? Now, this whole bilingual album thing, it's not just a spur-of-the-moment decision. Oh, non. It's more of a path I feel like I need to take. This journey where I can truly express the mixed heritage that I am so proud of. I think it's going to be one amazing ride. You remember Jacob, right? That dapper music industry expert from the seminar I attended last week? Well, I had a chance to discuss my idea with him. He's really supportive and thinks it's a project worth exploring. I can't even begin to express how much that boosted my confidence. Oh, did I tell you about our recent cute group chat? Well, Pierre, Max, Hyojin, and I got talking about a mixtape challenge we cooked up a while back. Guess what we're adding to it now? Our own creations. How epic, isn't it? And, of course, I blurted out about my studio setup, and, as you can imagine, they were all pretty thrilled. Pierre called me a globetrotting star. Can you even imagine? Maybe he's onto something. The next worldwide sensation, fingers crossed. They're even hooked onto the idea of a music video now. You know how Hyojin's always ready with her K-pop dance routines, and Max offered his AI-generated beats, naturally techno-whiz that he is. Pierre's geared up for mixing it all, and you know I couldn't resist adding a little zest with, get this, baked treats. Now, isn't that a mix we quite literally cannot resist? Anyway, more about this later. I've got to tend to my vocals now. You know the drill, a Pavarotti in the making. Practice, and I can't keep stressing this enough. Oh, I wish you could see my excitement. It's just bubbling in me waiting to spill out. I'll keep you updated, don't worry, and you'll be the first one to listen to my new track, promise. Well, gotta go. I need to get back to work on my studio setup. A lot to do. Have a ton of fun in the meantime and stay tuned. Till we chat again, ciao darling. You know, I find language to be such a fascinating aspect of cultures. I mean, it's like a melody, isn't it? The cadence, the rhythms, they're all unique, aren't they? Like how French rolls along like a slow, gentle river, while Korean pops and crackles like a lively campfire. Well, I've decided to add another melody to my repertoire. Yes, my dear confidant, I dove headfirst into a language immersion meeting today. It was so invigorating. I had my heart set on Swedish for today's session, and let me tell you, it was quite the challenge. Swedish is a beautiful language, though, with an almost soothing rhythm to it. I feel drawn to its Nordic cadences. And my language partner, Sophia, she's as patient as she is passionate about her mother tongue. There's something incredibly beautiful about getting lost in the world of a new language, soaking it all in, one syllable at a time. It's a delightful pandemonium of sorts. Wouldn't you agree? And speaking of languages, I had the most fascinating chat with the gang today. Pierre asked me about my Swedish practice, and it sparked off a rather intriguing conversation. I think it was the idea of mastering multiple languages that got everyone inspired, because can you believe it? They all jumped on the bandwagon. Hyojin got interested in French, and Pierre offered to help her. Then, in a light-hearted moment, I offered to teach Pierre some Korean. We were chattering away about transforming our group into a multilingual force, the vision of us creating music across different languages. How vibrant does that sound? And then, just to add a sprinkle of festive cheer, Pierre suggested we kick off this new journey with a multilingual Christmas song. Now tell me, have you ever heard of a K-pop song with verses in French, Korean, and Swedish? It's crazy, right? But in a good way. Everyone was brimming with excitement. The fusion of our multilingual music with Max's AI capabilities, it's going to be sensational. We're all set to break language barriers through music. Can you imagine the number of people we could touch with our music, irrespective of the languages they speak? How the melodies would reverberate through varied cultures? I guess it's that infectious spirit of attempting the unfathomable, isn't it, that keeps us creatives thriving. It's exciting and honestly a bit overwhelming, but in the best kind of way. Anyways, I'm signing off for now, dear friend. I've got another rendezvous scheduled with my French, Korean, and now Swedish verbs. Embarking on this language spree sure keeps me on my toes. I simply cannot wait to share with you the wonders and blunders from this linguistic exploration. Until then, keep radiating that infectious spirit of yours. It's always invigorating. Salut, my dear friend. Let me paint you a picture of my day. Imagine the hustle and bustle of Seoul, the burgeoning artistry pulsating in each brick and stone of its nooks, and then picture me right there, chasing the vibrant murals dotting the cityscape. Yes, I embarked on a mural hunting escapade today. And what a spectacle it was. You'd be amazed at the splash of colors, the detailed strokes, and the imaginative narratives depicted on these hidden gems of the urban jungle. It felt like I was embarking on an art exhibition, albeit in the open air, where towering walls whispered silent stories, begging to be understood. Seoul, my dear friend, is more than just skyscrapers and neon lights. It's a canvas, a poetry being rewritten every day, and that's the beauty of it. Now, remember our eclectic group chats? The puzzle pieces of our daily lives fitting together? We had another one today. I shared my adventurous day as a mural chaser with Pierre, Max, and Hyojin, and it stirred quite the buzz. You'd think Max's life as an AI developer would have stolen the show, right? But today, it was the street art of Seoul that got the spotlight, inspiring exclamations like, "Sounds like a cultural quest from, can you believe it, Max himself." Hyojin jumped on board too, wanting photos to prove my tale. And oh, the pictures, they're snapshots of vibrancy and life, each click a memento of the city's artsy persona. It was a day that stretched beyond the gloss of the K-pop industry, dipping into the enticing undercurrent of culture and creativity, a side of Seoul I've grown to adore. Feels like adventures in an art maze wrapped into one vibrant, bustling city. Now, diving back into our shared love of music, imagine how these colorful murals can influence our melodies. How the French sophistication of a turquoise and pink mural depicting a woman dancing to Gainsbourg, or the beat of a pulsating Korean dragon sprawling across a brick wall can ripple through our notes. I can already feel the creative wheels turning in my head. Who knew street art could be so inspiring? Moving away from the poetic musings, let's talk about the upcoming plan after our next practice round. Burgers. Yes. Sounds unorthodox, doesn't it? But we're craving for that new kimchi burger at K-Burgers, promised by Max after our grueling practice. Feels like quite a treat, right? And trust my word, after hours of sweat-dripping practice, devouring a juicy burger is as close to utopia as one can get. It seems we've sorted out our de-stressing plan now. That's our little crew for you. Sweat, music, and burgers. Can you paint a more whimsical picture than this?